You can give them some more love. It's all right. We welcome ourselves to this moment in which the chemicals that are being produced in our body right now have just reversed your age by at least 5 years. Up-leveled your immune system, allowed the coherence of the function of your brains, the right and left hemisphere to talk to each other. You're operating in your frontal lobe, so you're beginning to see a vision of great possibility of your own life. And all of that is because of the song and the dynamic singing and the dynamic movement and the wonderful colors and we didn't get a chance to introduce them, but we'll introduce them later. We have some new lights in the wonderful choir as well. Individuals who are singing for the very first time here in our international choir, so we appreciate that. Now take a wonderful inhalation here and release and get a real sense as we have been talking about this entire month of entering into the miracle zone. I want you to feel that you're in the miracle zone now. A miracle is an instant demonstration of truth, an instant or incremental demonstration of that which is already happening in the mind of God or in the quantum field of infinite potential and infinite possibility. And we have to begin to think along those lines, that which we are seeking to manifest, the life we're seeking to live, it already exists in the quantum field. It already exists in the mind of God. So we're not creating it other than its creation as it's coming from the invisible to the visible. We're actually becoming the right condition for that which exists to emerge through us. In the same way as I spoke last week, the same way that a seed is in the right condition so that that which is within the seed can emerge. It is not attracting, an acorn is not attracting an oak tree. The oak tree is emerging from within the acorn because it already exists. So say with me in this instant, the good I'm seeking already exists. Prosperity for me already exists. Perfect, radiant health within me already exists. So in the consciousness of normalizing the miraculous, we are not chasing, which means that we are running after something and then repelling it at the same time. We are becoming the vibrational condition of that which is seeking to emerge through us. We're becoming the vibrational condition for it right now. All of this is upon us. Today, I'm inviting you into a memory course. In other words, you are here to remember who you are. This is a memory course. Nothing other than that. I'm not giving you anything that's not already within you. We're just seeking to help you remember who and what you really are so that that which you are can begin to express itself fully and completely, and you're not bemoaning your fate and reaching outside of yourself to try to change an external condition. You are opening yourself up to be the vibrational frequency of that which you desire. The word desire comes from to sire, which means it's already within you. Say, it's already within me. Now. Here. And so this miracle zone, as we talked about, the condition that you are seeking to stabilize is that in this instant you are allowing your heart to swell with that which your heart desire wants as it already exists. Your heart is swelling. I love that word, swelling. Your heart is swelling with that which you're calling your future is existing now. You are now holding the space that you are you're hyper-focused on that which you have already and beginning to lose focus on that which you think you don't have. You're becoming hyper-focused on that which you have already and entering to a state of gratitude. Now, of course, everything that I'm saying is a spiritual practice. I can say this to you, but when you leave this particular sanctuary, you must become hyper-focused on that which you already have in your life, that which you love, that which you like, that which you appreciate. Hyper-focus yourself on that so that that which you focus upon obviously increases. The vibrational frequency of it increases, the condition within you increases, of that vibration increases, and you become a portal for that which is seeking to manifest through and as you. This is an inside job. We are entering into the miracle zone. Say, I'm entering to the miracle zone. Say, I've entered. I'm here and now. And so as we segue to a degree into the topic, which is what thoughts are you seeing, I'm reminding you today that most people do not see reality. They see and hear their thoughts about reality. And this is where most people live. Thus, Jesus said in substance in the book of Mark, I don't know why I quote this stuff, I don't even know it, but it comes through. I do know it because it's in me. In the book of Mark, they have eyes to see, but they see not, and they have ears to hear, but they hear not. He's talking about the human condition, that people are not having any experience at all with that which is real. They're only having an experience with the thoughts about that which is real. So they have eyes and they're seeing not, and they have ears and they're hearing not. That's the description of the human condition. And so what are you doing? First of all, through your spiritual practice, you're coming in contact with that which is real, R-E-A-L. You're coming in contact with that which is real. That which is real is eternal. That which is real is forever. That which is real is immortal. That which is real is never touched by your opinion. That which is real is never touched by time and space. So we are having a dimension, we're having a practice of spiritual practice that allows us to become very still on a regular basis, so that we're pulling our attention away from the world as it appears to be, even the conditions that have coagulated around the thought forms about reality, so that we can begin to have a fresh start every single day, touching the real, R-E-A-L, with the capital R, so that we begin to have a dynamic realization of the real, so that we do now have the inner eye that sees, whether you call it the third eye, the eye of Horus, whatever you want to call it. We begin to see that which is real, and we begin to participate in that reality. Now, what is that called? That's called real thinking. Real thinking is allowing divine inspiration to come through you so that you're seeing life differently. I've always loved that Carl Jung statement where he said, in substance, that thinking is hard, which is why most people judge. Thinking is hard, which is why most people judge. And so instead of going into a moment of touching the real, of being inspired and seeing that which is real, we judge everything that we see. We judge all manner of people. We have all manner of stereotypes. We judge because thinking is hard. Thinking means that you have to have a level of spiritual practice to penetrate where you have been conformed to the world of circumstances, the world of time and space, the world of opinions, the world of media overload. If we are conformed to the world, we will be deformed by the world. And then we will live in a state of deformity and chaos, and then we will argue for the world that we were seeing. We'll argue for it or we'll argue against it. I'm inviting you to come out of it. I'm inviting you to wake up to your glorious nature in such a way that as you move into the sacred art and science of affirmative prayer and meditation, you begin to come into kamkuru, the returning to God in the Japanese language, and allow yourself to see that which is real. Now, here's the deal. You know what your heart's desire is. You know what you want. You know what you want in your life. And so I've already told you it's already within you, and you're becoming the right condition for it. It's already there. You don't have to plead with God to get it. You have to come into vibrational alignment with it. Real thinking pierces the veil of the illusion of separation. You are in God, and God is in you. This is why he said, I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. It's not I am the Father. His Father is in me. I am in God. He had to use Father, right, Reverend Joanne? He had to use those words because he was speaking to illiterate people. He was speaking to understand the quantum field of infinite possibility. That would have scared them to death. So he just spoke in their language. The Father and I are one. Listen. That's a lot of thing going on between us because, But I am in it, and it is in me. I am in the presence, and the presence is in me. There is no separation. Say, there is no separation. And so this is the vibrational feeling of the miracle zone. I'm asking you, what thoughts are you seeing? So now you have a spiritual practice. Begin to look at the chronic thoughts that are passing through your sky of mind on a regular basis. Just notice them and say to yourself, do I want to keep experiencing them? And the ones you don't want to experience, begin to replace them with a breath and an awareness that that which you are seeking is seeking you. You take a breath, replace it with the awareness that everything you can want and hope for and desire, you already have. This is practice. It goes against the grain of your experience and your previously held thoughts. It goes against that. It's called human interruptus. You are interrupting those chain of thoughts on a regular basis. And then there becomes a breakthrough. You begin to see that the general problems that one is facing is simply the chronic expression of a certain level of thinking, regardless of where that certain level of thinking had its genesis. And in between that, there is reality. That right here, right now, there's nothing touching God, nothing touching the real. There's nothing touching the presence. We see the human experience. We can judge it or we can see through it. You can look at all the authoritarianism and dictatorship all around the world, and you will see a little boy that's scared. You'll see a little boy that's in trauma, that's never been healed, and is creating a mess. But you'll see through it, and you'll see God in there somewhere trying to come out. So instead of judging it, you go to right thinking, and you pierce through it, and you'll see the reality of the presence of God is every single place. And then, with your right seeing, you'll be an activating agent, allowing that which you are seeing to be multiplied and expanded and expressed, because you are no longer lazy judging. You are doing the hard work of praying and really thinking. Are you feeling what I'm saying here? In other words, you will literally, vibrationally change the world by you coming into an alignment with the real. Because the world is vibration. It's the condensed vibration of hurts and traumas and deformed thinking and misguided awareness. It's also made up of people having insights and revelations. We call them soulful artists, artists of the soul in all walks of life, who are channeling and bringing in the light and the love and the beauty and the intelligence. The world is a mixed bag of all of that. You'll have real thinking, and you'll see through the trauma producing destruction, and you'll see the art producing a total regeneration and a reformation of life on the planet, this time in human history. But where are you standing? Are you standing in lazy judgment? Are you standing in the hard work of piercing through the veil through your spiritual practice? So you have to become aware of who you're hanging out with and what kind of conversations are happening. Is it the conversation that's co-signing the negativity, or is it the kind of conversation that's co-signing a vision, a possibility of oh my God, the strength we have to become more and more and more ourselves? Oh, this is a memory course. I'm just jogging your memory. Where you have had spiritual amnesia. I'm healing your eyesight where you have spiritual astigmatism. No longer living in, they have eyes but see not. They have ears but hear not. No, you are becoming the beings that are now seeing with your heart that the power and the presence and the love of God is everywhere, fully and complete. And that we are the ambassadors of this divine, integral presence that is everywhere. Oh, my God. Take a breath here. Release. So as you can see, this is a dogma-free zone. You can see that we take full responsibility for our own life. You can see that if we do the inner work necessary, you will rise in consciousness, expand your awareness, and break free from the matrix, break free from the simulation, break free from time and space as a prison, and you will use the time and the space to be a magnificent canvas by which you get to paint with the magnificent colors of your soul. Your auric field will become so bright that people will feel you're coming miles away. Woo, something good's about to happen. Oh, here she comes. I mean, when you look at the ancient text, your auric field was another organ of the body, and then it was taken out of the ancient text, you see? It's a whole other organ, you see? And so, okay, I'll talk about it. Listen, your auric field was another organ that you have that allowed yourself to absolutely touch people miles away in healing and resurrections and things of that particular nature. And slowly, as those who were hurt and those who had trauma wanted to cut down the power of the people, that began to be eliminated. It began to come into the nomenclature of woo-woo. We're bringing it back to wow and wow now, you see. And so here's what you do. You take a breath, and before you walk into a room, you're already there. Your field is already there. Before you even walk into a room, you just feel the peace that you're bringing there. Before you walk into a room, you feel the prosperity that you're bringing there. The love, you feel it. You begin to come into harmony with your real self. You're in God, God is in you. You may be caught up in the thought forms, repeating them over and over and over again and producing little worlds of separation. Now, you're looking at what you're thinking. I should say you're looking at the thoughts passing through. And as we did in the way of meditation service, then you're looking at the being that's looking. So you're observing, and then you're looking at the observer, and now you're bumping into you. You're bumping into you. You're not entangled in time. Your quantum entanglement is with love and beauty and intelligence, in a memory of a vibrational recall of every single moment that you had a moment of coherence with fundamental reality. I separate memory from recall. They are not the same in this context. Memory is from the brain, recall is from your soul. That's why Kathy Mack can stand up and recall her oneness with God and pray in any given moment, even though she may not have memory of everything. She has total recall, baby. I want you to begin to step up and say, let me recall all the moments of my life where I felt connected with the presence of God. It will take you into many, many lifetimes, and many lifetimes within this lifetime, and you'll start to live from the space of that recalling the presence, the miracle zone, and then that will be where you live. Woo! That will be where you live. You know already how to have a memory of all the bad stuff. But can you start to have a practice of recalling all the moments of wonder until you synchronize yourself with that? Stabilize yourself with that. And then all the thought forms from moments of separation will begin to be transmuted, and you will become free. You'll have a distant memory of that stuff, but you have a moment-by-moment recall that life is for you and that everything is working on your behalf. Say with me, if you will, everything is working on my behalf. Why is everything working on my behalf? I am so healthy. Why am I so healthy? I am so wealthy. Why am I so wealthy? I am so happy. Why am I so happy? Everything is working together for my good. Why is everything working together for my good? I am living in the miracle zone. Why am I living in the miracle zone? I can see that which is real. Why can I see that which is real? Somebody scream about it. There'll come a moment where you will look at something that appears to be so discordant, and you'll be able to really think and see through it and see the seed of God in the middle of it, and then declare, decree that that's what's there until the inner wall of Jericho around that event, that circumstance, that condition will collapse because of the vibrational frequency that you are releasing. I'm inviting you to be whole soul practitioners of truth, to live in the miracle zone, and do not be confused by the world of appearances. Be not conformed, as it states there in Romans 12:2. Okay, I thank you very much for that. Be not conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Because if you're conformed to the world, you will be deformed by the world. Not you, not here, not now. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. And I'm telling you, the difficulty is there are so many people dragging their feet. There's so many people that are lost in the sauce and the delusion of separation. You have to rise up like the leaven in the yeast. You have to take moments of shutting your mouth and being still. And the moment you become still for a period of time, you'll see so many of the problems are just in your thought and your expectation and your experience of those thoughts over and over and over again. You're into thinking just so much, you're preventing the miracle from happening. You're constricting. Whereas you can just be hyper-focused on what you have, you'll be expanding. And the presence, which is never an absence, has a way to express through you. Woo. In breath, release. In breath, release. In breath, release. The miracle zone is the non-judgmental zone. The miracle zone is the gratitude zone. The miracle zone is the activation of contribution and generosity. When was the last time you gave somebody a compliment? The miracle zone is a zone of bringing peace wherever you go, not contentiousness. The miracle zone is you becoming more you, sloughing off your protective layers as you become stronger and stronger and stronger to hold more light, more brilliance, more luminosity. This is the memory course. I've simply come to remind you that you are the light that lights up every being that comes to the planet. The same light that was found in Yeshua ben Joseph and Gautama the Buddha and Kuan Yin and all the spiritual beings that have ever walked the planet. You're that light, you're that luminosity. That's who you are. Now do the inner work. Do the inner work. Do the inner work. Be by yourself. Be with good company. Do the inner work. This is why we have classes here. This is why we have meditation retreats. This is why we have all that we have to keep reminding you and having you enter into spiritual practice. That's why we have our Friday night spiritual gatherings. We have all of this. It's a continuation of reminding you of your brilliance. Do not conform to what you've heard about yourself from other people. Conform to what God says about you. Do not conform to your own opinions about yourself at times, if they are less than noble. Conform to the presence of God, saying in substance, my eyes are too pure to behold inequity. In breath, release. Right now, I want you to become hyper-focused on anything in your life right now that you're appreciative of. Anything. Just shift your attention from issues to something that you're, oh my God, I'm so glad that's in my life. Whatever it is. Now, in that moment of gratitude, we're going to release the signal that we've been doing. I'll do it first, you do it second. Take that breath. Woo! Your turn. Now feel the gratitude. Be hyper-focused on something that you're grateful for. We're not denying that there are things that are happening in the world of appearances that are out of line, not in harmony with the fundamental. We're not denying that. But we're becoming a focal point of clearance, of transformation, of transmutation. Feel something you're grateful for. And then release it through the sound. Woo! Go. Come into the silence within yourself. Feel what you're grateful for. Put a slight smile on your face. Say, I am free in the Spirit. I am free in the spirit of prosperity. I am free in the spirit of wholeness, wellness, well-being, joy, harmony, divine order, beauty, strength, spiritual power, poise, confidence on the foundation of self-love and appreciation. Somebody scream about it.